In the following, we will give concrete exercises that combines voice, singing, movement and dancing. Before, I like to make clear the fundamental principles that we always use when we combine these two disciplines. If you want to work with voice and movement with the objective for empowerment, it is very important to create a protective space. Protective space means that the participant feels free to express himself without and knowing that he will be not judged, that he will be not compared, and that he also will never be forced to do something alone in front of everybody, for example. So that's very important, always to create this ambience and also to make the rules clear for everybody. This is an invitation, what I'm saying as a teacher. You are not forced to do anything. You participate in your own way. You adapt every exercise in a way that it's good for you. These introductions rules is very important for the teacher to say this before guiding exercises in dance or voice. And it helps a lot to create a protective space. The teacher needs to participate all the time. That he also moves and sings, and that they see by the living example that they are really allowed to do it in an imperfect way. For example, I'm not a professional singer, and when I sing, my voice can go a little bit up and down, and it's not so, it's not educated. Everybody can hear it. And this naturally give the space for everybody that they can try out themselves. And if we want to work in an artistical way, we need to have this creative space where the people can try out and have this experimental space. This is for voice especially very important. I always experience that there comes so much shame and fear, and people can have so many experience from their school life where they were judged, where they were correct in a cruel way, so that they really stop singing. So I believe that everybody can sing and dance, and that everybody also likes to dance and tend to sing, if they can do it in their way, how they like to do it. So this is a main principle, rules and an ambience that we create during all exercises and dynamics that we offer. What works also for very empowerment is call and respond. That's a very old structure for singing that we find in all gospel and in all traditions that are based in African traditions. And the singer who sings alone and hear the respond what he was singing from the whole group, this is stimulating his self-confidence naturally. So this kind of exercise works with all ages. Children and old people call and respond, and that everybody also can call, of course. This is very important. That everybody has the possibility to be a moment the leader in the song. This is also a main principle, that always in the dynamics in the class, that the leading person is changing. Of course, there's the main leader, but he gives always in certain moments to one participant the invitation that he also can guide the dynamic. In dancing as well as in singing. In dancing, for example, there's a theme, everybody's developing movements for a certain theme, for example, snake or emotional theme. And then these movements he showed to the whole group, and the group is imitating this movement. So then in this moment he becomes the guidance of the whole group. So this changing of guidance helps a lot for the group building process. For the group building process, it always helps also when the people talk about themselves, so that we really know who is in the class. So I always give or we figured out in the project that it's good to give always moments that the people can talk authentically about themselves. How are you now? What is your association with this theme or with this song? This is very important. One fundamental to work with the breath is also to let the breath come and go the way the breath wants to come and to go. Because the breath is guided by our reflex system, our unconscious system. So we don't give direct direction. Now breathe 10 times out and 5 times in or something. This is for an artistically creative way of working not useful. We work with indirect stimulation. For this can happen by putting the hands to the stomach, to the belly, and observe how is your breath now. The breath is guiding the movement. So when I inhale, I make a movement that fits to this inhale, and when I exhale, I make another movement that fits to the rhythm of the exhale. Not the other way around, that the movement is guiding the breath. It's always the other way around, that the breath is guiding the movement. It's very important because the movement gives support to the breath, gives more stability for the breath, and make that also emotionally and mentally we get more centered.